A banana shop has been opened in our village. I want to go out and buy myself a whole box right now. It can't be. Huh?
Hello, villager. I'm going to put some bananas on you.
Mikey doesn't know yet that I'm going to take everything out of the boxes and he won't have anything to give to the villager. I'm sure he'll be shocked. You need to pick up the bananas very carefully so that no one will guess. I didn't expect Mikey to have so many bananas, but now the villager is going to get very angry when he finds out that he was actually deceived and was not given bananas.
Thank you for paying the money. I'll give you a whole box now. Okay, stop. I don't understand why my drawers are empty now. Oh no, it's dynamite. I still can't believe that my banana shop has really been blown up. JJ, it's all your fault, and I'm gonna take my revenge on you.
Huh? Mikey, what are you doing? It's a huge pickaxe. You're going to completely destroy my house. Stop! This is a very stupid mistake. If you really do something like that, then I will be very angry. Oh no! Mikey destroyed my house with a huge pickaxe.
This is just the beginning because you treated me badly. I promise I will open a new banana house. Oh,
Mikey really pissed me off. Now we have a banana battle starting. All the money that was in my house is still useful to me. In the meantime, I have to take a lighter from the boxes that are left. I will start a fire that will be impossible to extinguish. Mikey definitely doesn't expect this. Oh, Mikey doesn't suspect anything yet, and now it's a lighter. I'll set fire to what he's trying to build. Bananas won't save him now, and I think it will be a lot of fun to watch him start screaming and saying that his building is on fire. I was left homeless because he used a huge pickaxe. So now I'm going to do a lot of pranks. While he can't see, it's time to set fire to his banana in order for it to completely burn down.
oh no, why did you set fire to my banana?
Oh, I still managed to piss him off, and just look at how well it burns. And it's all because you started building from wool. And as we know, wool burns very well. But it's okay. So far, we won't pay much attention to it, and we need to start building our own as soon as possible. I see that he got really angry and is likely to take revenge on me anyway. Therefore, in any case, I need to be ready because at any moment, he can come and do something to me. But for now, I will not pay attention to this because on the contrary, I already need to start building my house that will look like a banana. And I think that I will succeed because then I will do some fun or something else very interesting. Oh, well, it's just the shoes that I'm going to start building my house, and I think it's going to get pretty much cooler. And you can also notice that Mikey made a small fence in the form of a moat with water, so that next time I won't be able to set something on fire again. But in any case, I will not make such mistakes as he will make. Namely, I will build from normal blocks and not from wool. Well, I've already started building a house. Woohoo! So far, at the moment, I'm doing pretty well and I don't see any problems because now I'm actually working on making its base, or at least an approximate shape of what it will look like for me, in order for me to understand perfectly well what shape it will be in the end. And besides the shape, you also need to weld it in size. The most important thing is not to make it quite big. Because if I make it big, I will have to build it even longer. So now I have roughly made its dimensions, and I think that this will be quite enough, and then I will just start to expand it a little and do everything possible to live in it. Therefore, so far everything is going pretty well. You can say that I have already understood in principle what size it will be, and I think that it will be quite enough. And that's why now I'm going to equip it more and expand it a little bit so that I can still live and arrange at least some furniture for a normal stay. I get a very beautiful banana shape. But while I'm building everything, I have an even more important question, but I'm actually very interested in what you're doing there right now, Mikey. After all, he's actually quieter, and to be honest, it really bothers me. Well, it's very good that so far it's very quiet and no one bothers me. What? I can't understand what you're doing. Come on, finish it. Otherwise, you will prevent me from building my house so much.
Woohoo! For setting fire to everything at my place that time, it's a little revenge for you so that you don't do anything to me anymore because I didn't like it at all that time.
In fact, it was a little unpleasant, and most likely he really got very angry with me after that moment, but now you can see that my whole building is flooded with lava, and it needs to be fixed as soon as possible. You need to come up with something that can remove this lava from me very quickly. And by the way, I have a pretty cool idea about this occasion. Ho-ho! We need to steal some water from him. Because right now, I have a very good moment. Because now he will be busy, and most likely he will continue to equip something inside his house. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a bucket out of the trunk and go steal some water from him, which he just poured around his house. And I'll just take this water and pour it on top of the lava, and thus, I'll be able to remove it. Woohoo! Great! As I said, everything worked out for me. I just took a bucket of water a little higher than the lava, and just the same, the water spread out very well, and thus all the lava turned into a boulder. Therefore, right now, the only thing that remains for me to do to completely remove it is to use a pickaxe to remove all this cobblestone that is formed. It is actually quite very easy, and I will do it very quickly now. And then I will continue to build further. Or on the contrary, I need to come up with something else to make fun of him somehow. It certainly takes a lot of time. So now I'm cleaning it all up as quickly as possible in order to continue building. And in fact, I really have quite a lot of time for him because in fact, I could have already built a lot of things during that time. But it's okay, I still have quite a lot of time. And I think that during this time, I will build a lot cooler than Mikey will have. I think we'll see everything soon. And in any case, I'll try to make fun of him somehow. Ho-ho! Therefore, for now, I will not be distracted by anything, and I need to build at least something as soon as possible in order to put the door up and make it look more or less like a house. And then just the same, and I will continue to arrange everything inside after I add something else. But as such, I haven't had any, but I think that in the future, I'll come up with something and definitely put something inside. Ho-ho! Well, there's something cooler in these chests that will help me protect my house, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. This is a pretty cool defense, and you can say that it's very reliable because it will help me stop any of his attacks. And besides, I think he just won't be able to get through this barrier, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you now. Woohoo! I'm going to build a fence with lasers! Because I just think that my house should have very good protection, and that I always know that I am safe and no one can do anything to me. That's why I decided to make a laser fence. I need it to make my life safer, and besides, it will help me prevent a lot of attacks and jokes from Mikey. Therefore, in any case, I need to build it so that I can live more comfortably. And besides, to make my house look even cooler because it will be protected. Ho-ho! So I've already put up small columns that will connect lasers to each other, and I'm putting special reflectors on them so that they reflect the laser and make sure it works. So you need to set everything up correctly, because if I suddenly set up something wrong, then my fence won't work at all. It will be…
Why are you standing there? I think you're a little bored there, and that's why I want to attack you. And at the same time, let's check out your cool defense.
Uh-oh. We need to activate the lasers soon. Ho-ho! You don't even have to think about it. You won't get through these lasers in any way, and that's why I suggest you run away from here. Otherwise, I'll take a fireman and go set your house on fire again. So if you don't want that, then get out of here. In fact, I was pretty lucky that I set up the lasers in time. Otherwise, he would definitely have attacked me and most likely would even have broken something or, on the contrary, would have set everything that I have in my chests. But I managed to do everything in time, and apparently he was really afraid of these lasers, and even more so, I also threatened him that if he suddenly did something to me, I would definitely set something on fire. And most likely I have a small assumption that he won't stop anyway. He's probably thinking of some kind of plan to attack me or do something to me. My laser protection is ready. Ho-ho! Now, just in complete safety, I can safely continue to build my banana further, because before that, it was unsafe for me, but now I have a pretty good protection that I have built, namely, very cool lasers that no one can pass through. So now I cannot worry, because in fact I'm completely safe, and everything protects me very well. I can build calmly and not even think and don't worry. But in any case, knowing Mikey, it's better to look at where he is again in order to make it even safer. I get a pretty banana, and you can say that it also turns out to be very tall, to be honest. I don't even want to compare it with Mikey's banana because it turns out I don't know what. Therefore, in any case, we look much more beautiful and understandable. And I think that I will finish it soon. But in any case, I still have quite a lot to do because in fact, I don't have anything inside it yet. It's just empty, and I'll need to come up with something to remove this void there. It's pretty high up here. Ho-ho! Therefore, you need to be pretty careful because at any moment I can accidentally jump off and fall. If I fall, it will hurt me quite a lot because there is a very good height. And that's why you need to work very carefully at altitude, and even more so I'm building. So I think everything will be fine. The most important thing is that I'm safe and I'm very careful. And the most important thing is that I'm not in a hurry. I'm just finishing the main part of the banana, and we can say that we'll slowly need to arrange at least something inside the banana itself, at least put a TV and a sofa so that it's enough because so far it looks pretty delicious, but it shouldn't look like it should be residential, and precisely so that it has all the conditions for living comfortably. Ho-ho! The TV is too big for this banana. Well, it's okay. I found a place for him anyway. However, it was necessary to break a couple of blocks, but nothing critical happened, so everything is pretty cool. Now I'm just left with the sofa, and I think that soon I will have almost everything ready. Ho-ho! And now I think it's time to make fun of Mikey. After all, I think that most likely he thinks that I will never come to him again. But I think that the time has come. So now I'm taking from my chest everything I need for his prank. And I'm moving out to him because he's kind of busy there. So I'll have plenty of time to do something. Woohoo! Therefore, the first thing I'm going to do now is I need to carefully get into him and wait for the moment when he leaves this house, and then I'll just take dynamite inside and set it on fire. And we're just going to look at this very epic explosion and how he's going to get mad because I blew up half of his house. We need to wait for him to come out.
Yep.
Great, he left his house, so I think it's time to plant dynamite, set it on fire, and run away as soon as possible. I think he's going to get very angry and scream.
Ah! Oh, no. Why did you do that? Of course I understand everything, but you shouldn't have blown up half my house. But since you did that, I think I can safely do something in return.
Uh-oh. Oh no, let's stop and don't blow it up, especially until the end. Yes, I perfectly understand that I've interrupted you a little bit, but I'm not going to do it anymore, and I'm giving you time to restore everything, and let's do it for now, too.
Yeah, just look at there's practically nothing left of my house, and you still have a lot of things, so it's okay. And you don't need to tell me here that I've done a lot of damage to you.
We need to fix everything as soon as possible. Because he did a lot of damage to my building, but I think it's okay because he's really getting a lot stronger. But okay, now the most important thing is to close it quickly and remove all the holes that have formed. So I think it won't be long, and I'll close everything soon. And I'm just going to restore everything. Ho-ho! Now I have moved a little further away in order to see where I did not touch it. You can see that there are holes at the very top that need to be repaired. So now I will do this, and then I will most likely continue to equip my banana. As I said, I will arrange everything inside in order to make it more comfortable. It will definitely look like a house. We need to go higher. That's exactly the same. I've already done the main part, and it seems like I fixed everything. All I have to do is climb to the very top of the banana in order to finish the roof a little. But for now, before that, I'm thinking of arranging a little bit inside because, in fact, you need to arrange a little bit of the interior so that it turns out to be more beautiful and it looks like it's a real apartment building. It's time to arrange the furniture. Ho-ho! Of course, in any case, I won't be able to arrange quite a lot of furniture here as I wanted because I'm limited in space, because I have quite a lot of space here, so I'll arrange everything that fits. And only then will I go up to the very top and start and finish the roof, because it was just the very last moment, and just the same, my whole house will be ready. And just the same, I will need to see what they are doing there, Mikey! After all, I have a little feeling that he's up to something. In fact, he seems very suspicious even though he thinks she's almost completely rebuilt her banana, but it feels like he's already up to something. Uh-oh. He wants to blow something up. That's why I think I need to stop him as soon as possible, because he picked up dynamite for a reason, and even more so, he's trying to get somewhere underground right now, and I'm sure he's coming to me to blow up everything, so I need to stop him somehow. Uh-oh. Most likely, he is really trying to crawl underground to me in order to undermine my entire house. I think we urgently need to come up with something. What? I can't figure out where the explosion came from. This can't be happening. I'm going to find it very funny right now. He just blew himself up. I can't believe how clumsy you are. You couldn't even handle such a trivial thing.
In fact, I really look like some kind of loser, and I can't believe it's like I put dynamite right and thought I was already under your house, but apparently something went wrong. Ah!
And I've prepared this trap for you. So you see, everything works for me, but you don't as usual. Come on, don't worry. I think we already understood perfectly well that you lost.
Then burn down my house.
Woohoo! I'm JJ, and today Mikey and I had a battle in which my banana house turned out to be better. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.